a history of the Chinese classical garden. Okay, let's get started. And here we can see bronzeware that was casted about 3,000 years ago. You can see here is the characters. We call them bronze script. Okay, the beginning of the Chinese garden is coming from our life. So you can see here is some ancient poetry about 5,000 to 3,000 BC. There's some beautiful pattern. And this one is pattern. It's about 221 BC, and this is replica. But you can see on the body of the pot, there's a pattern of people hunting. Let's see this one here. So Chinese garden, the characters, we have three kinds. You can see the characters almost just a field, plant some plant vegetation, and also some platform that was for take the view, and also have a yard that's for keep the animals. So in early time, the Chinese garden is it's like a plantation or a zoo to keep the animals, but the animals were for food. And also Chinese people believed the combination of heaven and mankind. So we use four kinds of animals similar to the four directions. On the north, on the top, that is a turtle. On the right is a black dragon. On the bottom is a red bird. On the left is a white tiger. They use the animals similar to four directions. This replica is the first floor plan of a tomb in ancient China. Here is the characters on the tile on the roof made of clay. So those were used for the earliest garden about 221 BC. This glazed pot, you can see is green color glazed. And they have there's people's hunting. You can see the pattern. It's fighting with a tiger. This one is hollow. I mean, in the middle is a hollow brick for construction. This one. So here's some more tiles. And you can see some ancient Chinese characters. This is 221 BC. This is the seal made of mud. It's put on the envelope of the letters. This one is one with a flow. This is an incense burner, also with a pattern of hunting. This is replica of ancient gardens drainage system. So this section is over 2,000 years ago when Buddhism spread to China. This is an intellectual lifestyle in ancient China. And an ancient book introduced a plant. This one is a poultry tower that was used to bury in a tomb for deceased nobles. And this is 2,000 years ago ancient Chinese architecture. So you can see this is like this. These objects are buried in a tomb, like stone grind and stove, and this clay water well. It's all for the deceased people. This one is used for smash the shell of the rice. You can see 2,000 years ago, the Chinese wooden architecture. You can see those brackets since ancient China. Hollow bricks. These are some ancient figures of a poultry. That's all buried in the tomb because of the tomb owner. He wanted to enjoy the same life when he was alive. So those people are the performers for his entertainment. Here's another ancient structure. Poultry tower. Here is the pig pen. You can see that was over 2,000 years ago. Chinese people started to keep a pig as a resource of meat. And this is a brick, have a pattern, have a tower in the courtyard. You can see the bird, the crane, was kept as a pet in the courtyard. Here's more tiles. It's a clay, as a poultry brick with a pattern of a plant, the leaves. It's ancient scholars. This is so funny because in China, those intellectuals have a very elegant game. That's they will have a party or gala beside a creek, and they will put a wooden drinking cup on the creek. So the cup with the wine will flow across everybody. So when the before the drinking cup flowed to in front of him, he has to make a poem. If he failed to make a poem before the cup arrived in front of him, he would have to drink the wine. So that's a really, really elegant drinking game for ancient Chinese scholars. Okay, those are replicas of the ancient painting and the calligraphy. Here's some ancient figures, like the terracotta warriors. They were buried in a tomb for the deceased people. And here is a brick of the warriors over 1,300 years ago. This is a brown-colored glazed pagoda. And here is a portrait of horse and camel, because camel is the main transportation form transport to the silk from China to Europe. So that's called the boat of the desert. And this animal is a mythological animal. They were buried in a tomb, and you can see it's very scary. It scare away the evil spirit who wants to disturb the dead people. Here is a stone carved dragon head. This is a piece of decoration on the platform. This is a flying horse that got a head, very, very unique. So this is a ancient poem record one famous villa of some intellectuals. This is the earliest garden we can find. We can find a spot, but there was nothing because thousands of years passed. This is a big fish tank. You can see here is a pavilion, and they have the maid, the servants. This is like they are making wash the clothes. Here is a painting. You can have a feeling of a Chinese garden. Okay, I'll give you this view. So Chinese people love a garden, especially the intellectuals, because they want to stay in the nature. So they built the rockery. This is a model of an ancient garden. These are stone carving. You can see the ancient courtyard and the house. They were on the countryside, closer to the mountain and the water. Okay, go this way. This is a flower pattern tile. This is top of a Buddhism obelisk. This bottom part. This is a stone carved lamp. I mean, they will put people put a candle inside to light up the courtyard. Big rocks. Chinese intellectuals, they love gardens, and also they like pine trees and bamboo because they were evergreen and symbolize the spirit of the Chinese intellectuals. And this one, and he's very famous in China. His name is Su Dongpo, and he said, "You cannot live without bamboo and eat without meat." He's not only a calligrapher, or he was also a gourmet. Here we come to 1,000 years ago. This is the peak of the ancient Chinese classical garden because one of the emperor, he he's not a good emperor, but he was a great artist. Sorry. This one is original one was in South China, Suzhou. This is a floor map of the Suzhou city over 900 years ago. So you go closer, you can see the street, and also the white line is the waterway the, in Suzhou city. We call it Oriental Venice. This is a painting from the ancient garden, but the garden was burned down. Oh, here's one big scroll. Original one was in the Forbidden City. You can see ancient Chinese painting. The color was made of minerals. this brick with the pattern of a duck and a lotus. Wow, this is a replica, but the handwriting was in that emperor of the Song dynasty. He was a great calligrapher, painter, garden designer. It's the most talented emperor in ancient China. He's not a good emperor. And here we can see a replica of one ancient garden in South China, Changzhou City. But this garden is gone. We only have some book and old painting of this garden. Wow. So those are bas relief bricks, and it's the ancient Chinese scholars' hobbies. You can see they play the zither, and this is not just Chinese chess, but in Japanese they call it guo. It's the black and white dots, the game. And this is the reading books and Chinese painting. So those are dancers buried in the tomb. This is a tiger. This one is a clay brick, have a pattern of flowers. And this is a stool. You can sit in the garden. Glazed pot. It's the name of one pavilion. This one is animal statue on the roof of ancient Chinese architecture because they can call the rain to prevent fire. These are the green colored glazer tile used for prince mansion or imperial temples. You can see the dragon, even the scale. This is a lotus flower pattern. And this one is a blue glazer tile, and it was used in the Temple of Heaven. You can also, on the top, have the stamp on it. That was made in over 300 years ago. Those are some paintings. That is the Western style garden in Beijing, which garden was burned down by Anglo-French forces in 1860. So you can see Chinese emperor also loved European garden. But today it's only the ruins left. Original piece of this painting was kept in archive in Paris. Here's a stone tablet city. This is the emperor's handwriting in the Qing dynasty. It's a painting of the ancient garden. Here's some ancient books about Chinese garden. So this is another disappeared Chinese garden. Because the Chinese architecture was made of wood, so it cannot stand alone. And also you need a lot of money to maintain the garden. Wow. Sorry, the game got a problem. So this is the painting of an ancient garden. And behind is some colored glazed parts. Flower pot. This painting was made of salt. Some Buddhism, Sanskrit. Okay, this is a quick tour of 3,000 years classical Chinese garden. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.